way, you will be simply surfing here and there. And what Vijay used to mention every time, that he has some person who used to do some job. After that, and after 10 years, he started doing again MBA. Again, he's saying, okay, it's not doing going with me. Something is not there. So that means you still not able to assess what's your goal or what you want from your side. So that self realizations about yourself, what's your goal, and that Sindhu mentioned the three strengths. So instead by mentioning three strengths, we have so many, but actually I have to understand really we have those things. The second will cover based on the second questions what Sindhu already mentioned. So on that only we can able how we deliver. So we can able to okay, really this much strength, I have to rethink again. So those are the things he point what Vijay just shared. If we can do again and again and ask ourselves, we might be construct ourselves in a precise manner. I can say on that part.
Great point, Buddha. I think that's a great point. I think before coaching others, we have to coach ourselves.
Yes.
So self-coaching is so important. I think somewhere if we don't understand ourselves, so I don't know if you have read, how many of you have read this? How many of you know Robin Sharma? Anyone knows Robin Sharma? Okay, Sanjeev knows, Sarpa knows, Jyoti, Buddha. That's it, huh? No one else knows Robin Sharma. I'm sure you might have heard about this book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Have you heard about this book? Yeah. So I think more numbers will be there. So I don't know if you remember the story, if you have read that book. So he was a big lawyer, right? The guy was a big lawyer, and almost at 20, 25 years experience, he becomes a monk, right? So think about it. If so, I know we said it has a different dimension. So I'm adding dimension what Buddha has said. So it's like you're working for something for, let's say, 20 years, 25 years, right? And you're about to achieve it, and suddenly you realize I'm not meant for this. Now I realize myself. Now I want to become monk. I want to become something else. I want to become entrepreneur. I want to become public speaker. I want to become something. I want to become coach. So we all are lucky somewhere that we are at a phase, we are agile, and age is just a number, right? Doesn't matter if I have 5 years experience, 10 years, 15 years, but we are still having good amount of life within us, right? So somewhere I think we are so lucky. Even if that time is there, we can actually, this is a good time wherever, whichever phase we are, we should understand what Buddha said is first realize what you want, right? Until unless I know myself, until unless I know my aspiration, then everything is worthless, right? Kobe Bryant always used to say that, see, I've put it at the side so that if I forget also I can see it. So the thought was that the moment you know what you want to achieve from your life, right? So everything in this world becomes a library, right? So, but if you're not aware, it's like big library, you don't know what you have to read. It will be very difficult, right? But if you know that you're going to read, let's say engineering, let's say you want to read entrepreneurship, let's say you want to become public speaker, whatever you want to be, you know, there's a limited set of things that you have to do. So it's so important to first understand yourself, and it's again an evolution, not that suddenly I've realized eureka moment and now I know myself, right? I think the most complex thing in this world is our mind, right? And I don't know if you know, another dimension is we don't even own this mind, right? Do you know that we don't own this mind? How many of you think you don't own this mind? Is it your mind? If it would have been your mind, you would have easily controlled it, right? Anything which is yours should be able to, it should be controllable, right? How many of you plan, okay, I'll do this, and you actually do that? Your mind takes you somewhere else, right? So it's becoming a bit spiritual, but I'm not going to that.
I think only monks can say that, it's their
but that's a fact, right? That somewhere this body, this mind is not ours, but it has lots of spiritual dimensions. Maybe I can have a session sometime on that. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. Yeah, but it's so important to understand, right? So first we have to understand ourselves. That's where that inner engineering comes and all that comes, and then. So I really like this. That's why I spoke so much on this, Buddha, that the first thing I do is I self-coach. I make sure that daily, am I reading things, am I reading new things, am I learning new things, am I connecting with my coach, am I learning everything, something new? Only then I can actually go back and then give it back to the society, right? So that's so important. Thank you so much, Buddha. I know, I think I spoke more than you, but it was really close to my heart. Anything else anyone want to add?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I
Yeah,
add
Nikhil.
here?
Go ahead, Amit.
Sir, today is a Teacher's Day, and I want to say few lines for Sanjeev sir because he is my mentor. Can I
Of course, of course.
this line for Sanjeev sir? Thank you for being there, uh, for showing me the path. Thank you for always caring and giving it all you have. Thank you for not running when I needed your help. And thank you for always caring about my health. Thank you for always staying by my side and giving me the. Sir, I feel hesitated. I don't know, but my heart beat so fast.
आपके emotions दिखा रहे हैं अंकित, आपके
Yeah.
emotions are visible, so you don't have to say even any word. So I think we can see that. So amazing, Ankit. Very nice.
Thank you so much, Ankit. I think I'm really touched by those words.
Sir, actually, some few line are left. Can I read? The pride to do things I have never done before. Mhm. Thank you for giving me something to stay alive for. Thank you for always loving me and adoring my talent and skill. Thank, thank you for always being there for all of the sad time and the thrills. Thank you for always telling me what's wrong and what's right. And thank you for helping me on the path to life. Thank you everyone for listening me.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Ankit.
These are the moments why we are doing all these things. I think these are the moments which captures that emotion, right? Amazing. Very nice, Ankit. Thank you for sharing that. And I can see Sanjeev was also getting emotional by hearing this. Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, actually, thank you for reminding, Ankit. Today is a Teachers' Day, and if anyone, I think today we will theme around this only. We don't have many speakers, but whosoever once the speakers are done, then we will want to hear. Ankit has already started, and let's hear from everyone. What are your thoughts on your teachers? Maybe anyone, right? Maybe your school teachers, maybe your college teachers, maybe your bosses if they've taught you something, right? Maybe your coaches if they've taught you something, right? So coaches generally don't teach you. Coaches are meant for just helping you discover. So coaches are more of a friend, but mentors, right? And all those. So let's talk about it. That way, I think today could be a gratitude towards teacher, right? We can, the theme could be gratitude towards teachers on Teachers' Day. Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Ankit, for initiating that. Any other anyone else who want to? Hi, Ikantika. I see that you have joined. I think
yeah, it's Sobus basically it's my daughter Melai. So
uh-huh. Okay.
sorry for that.
Yeah, Ikantika, I thought is a bit girlish name, but it's your daughter's name.
Daughter account, so he's
Yeah,
doing
okay.
schooling.
That happens with all of us. That happens. Sometime I join with name Anika Chauhan.
Sorry.
That's okay. So what's your name, otherwise?
Sobus Sen. Sobus.
Sobhu.
Sobus Sen.
Sobhu Singh. You can actually type if I'm pronouncing it incorrect, so that will be better.
Sobuj.
Yes.
Sobuj. Oh, Sabuj. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. See, I'm seeing you for the first time, Sabuj.
Okay.
So we have been talking since some time, but seeing you first time, so I was a bit confused. Good to see you, Sabuj.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Good. Awesome. All right. So anyone else who have attended yesterday's session or want to share anything? We'll start with the Teachers' Day special thing in some time. But before that, anyone who has not spoken, everyone has spoken, I believe, right? Okay. All right. Since there are couple of new folks, Ruddhi, and so I'll just ask questions. I'll not share what we do. I'll ask questions and you guys will have to answer, right? So today, who is the host? Nobody is the host. All of us are the host, right? So generally I speak a lot, so you'll feel that I am a host, but I'm not the host. All right. Let's start with a bit of excitement. Can we show some excitement? And Ashish, if you don't mind, if you can take a picture.
Yeah, sure,
Okay,
Vinit.
can we show some excitement and make a sign that, yeah, we are going to start the session? Come on, yes, there should be some excitement.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
So anything that you
Sure.
start with excitement is always good, right? So this is, I think most of you already know, this is a personal growth club, which is called Unlimited Potential Inside, which is under the umbrella of Peak Impact Mentorship. How many of you know Peak Impact Mentorship? Is there anyone who don't know Peak Impact Mentorship? Everyone, right? So who will tell me the objective of Peak Impact Mentorship? I'm actually taking a role of teacher today. So what is the objective of Peak Impact Mentorship? Just be free. Yeah? It's a completely safe space and we are just practicing, right? Impromptu and all that. So anything that comes to your mind, what do you think for you is Peak Impact Mentorship? People who have been for some time, I know there are a few new people.
Personal development.
Personal development, amazing. Anything else that comes to your mind? Anyone else? Personal development is the key. Anything else?
So we are all sharing our thought.
Yeah. So this is a growth club, book club, Unlimited Potential Inside. I was talking about the parent club, which is Peak Impact Mentorship. What is the objective of Peak Impact Mentorship? One is personal development. What else?
Success.
Success. Yeah, very nice. Any other? Yeah, I think this is a good way. You can add a keywords also. That is also
Coaching.
As the name
actually, right?
suggests.
I'm sorry.
As
I
the
was
name
just saying-
suggests. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. As the name suggests.
Okay. I'm not gonna talk.
Okay, as the name suggests, peak impact mentorship. So it must be impact to the front person to whom you are talking, mostly on the communication side, I would say.
Awesome, Ruddhi, and good to see that you've joined for the first time and you still have your insights. Good. It's almost on the similar lines, Ruddhi. Thank you for sharing it. Anyone else?
I was saying that, create a community.
You already spoke, Sanjeev.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You did say the core thing, personal level. That's the core. But anything else, guys, that comes to your mind, other than who have already spoken?
Yeah,
It's also,
people.
Empowering people. Very nice.
Yeah, it's also based on how to communicate and precisely, or I can say compassionate way.
Exactly. So personal development, communication. Ashish added something. What was that, Ashish?
Empowering.
Empowering people.
Empowering. Very nice. Anything else that comes to your mind? Let's see. What is that?
Showing our vision path.
Yeah, showing us the goals and visions. Very nice. Anything else?
Yeah, a positive community.
Positive community. That's so important, right? Community. We get this because most of the time, we don't realize it, but you will see. I think communities are generally not very positive. So I'm surprised. Like they'll be discussing not that great things which will help you in going to the next level. So I think that's where this community helps you to provide set of people who are clear about their aspirations, or if not clear, they want to move towards their aspirations. They want to do something new, right? They want to improve their communication leadership. So that's where I think with positive mindset kind of people are here. Great point, Sabha. Anything else? So we talked about communication, we talked about personal development, we talked about community, we talked about empowerment. Anything else? See, I think this in itself is enough, right? What more do you want? Isn't it? So Peak Impact Mentorship is a club, is an organization which is actually giving this kind of conducive environment where People are getting empowered, right? People are getting coached. People are working on their communication, leadership, and all that, right? So earlier, I remember there was a big gap between these two. Most of us come from technical or domain specific things. Communication is is generally on the other level. If say if you are, if you are into communication in a college time and those, maybe your English could be good and all that, but again, communication is a different thing, right? Connecting with people, connection is the key part here, right? So that's where I think peak impact mentorship gives that connection, set of people, community, through which we can grow and go to the next level, right? And then there's a book club. This is which we are running today, which is a smaller part. Since community is big, peak impact mentorship, there are 500 600 people who generally join. Overall there are 4 5,000 who are connected with us. But in book club, not everyone can come, so that's why the smaller book club is there, smaller growth club is there, where we have limited set of books, limited set of syllabus. Many people get scared of books, right? The moment it's a book club, oh my god, I'll have to read so many books, right? So a very limited set of books, very limited chapters, right? And from there we share our one learnings of 2 3 minutes and all that. And also there's a coach. For example, Ashish is one coach here, Sanjeev is another coach, Vinny is a coach, Sarba is a coach, right? Sindhu is a coach, and Sunanda and many others are evolving, getting into the phases of becoming coach and all, right? So yeah, I think this is pretty what about. So giving a conducive environment for effective communication, right? You get a coach and you get a community where you can evolve in your emotional side of things, right? Emotional quotients, IQ. There are so many places are there where you can increase IQ. This is a place where you can increase EQ. So comprehensive definition of PIM and book club. All right. So how do we structure it in a simple way that we already shared some learnings from yesterday's workshop that has happened. We'll have few speeches. So we have few speakers who are ready today. We'll have those speeches and then we'll open it for all of you. This is a good time. You can think about any of these teachers that you want to talk about, or multiple teachers you want to talk about. Couple of minutes you can take and share how they impacted you. And some of you, or when I say coach, you're already a teacher, right? You are already moving towards teaching, or you are already a teacher, right? Nowadays teaching is not about just pushing something into the mind of students. Even teachers are evolving, if you see, right? They're trying to understand students. If you see, teaching is also becoming somewhat coaching these days. If you're teaching a lot, then it is in a traditional manner that they used to have a stick and everything. You have to read this, you have to do this, right? It's not that time, right? Now somewhere you have to understand the interest of the student and then go. So that also is close to coaching. Yeah. So who want to go first as a prepared speaker? So we'll have half an hour for speakers and then we'll again move to the teaching thing. Ravi, you want to go?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's have Ravi on the screen and go ahead, Ravi.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ravi. I'm from Bangalore. Today, I want to go share my learning path. What to say when you talk to yourself. This book author, Sad Helmister. So this subject, life looking for better way. So everyone want to change our life, right? We have all heard what is a life supposed to be giving more opportunity, either fulfillment of dreams. For example, I want communication improve, or I want a good public speaker. I want to work on that particular area. We have to work on that, bring the happiness and success. Most of the people think about all successful life. For example, good job or good family life and good financial security. These three basic things we have in the life, we have to run the life with happiness. Some people day by day more happy compared to other people. Why? Because everyone life in our hand. How we should take lives in the whole. For example, whether we have to good happiness or bad happiness. There are 5 steps change in our life. Develop continuing morning routine work and keep it bedroom or better night sleep, or get to know yourself and revised our goals and connect with the old friends or co-workers. So coming to first point, develop continuously morning routine work. Before wake up, bed, 10 minutes, relax in our mind and keep it happy mood. Saving your time, read some newspaper and scroll through social media. Every day we have to take a small step and scheduling from morning to night. We have to done office work or personal work. All this recall, we have done all the mistake. We analyzing what we have to done mistake and what we have to done good job. Let's keep it bedroom or bed night sleep. On daily basis, we are all busy with office work and heavy stress. So you cannot sleep in the night time. So however, we have to try to create a space wherever you be there and feel good. Before going to sleep, you think about your dreams. At least you can sleep 6 hours per day. Next, get to know yourself. We should think about all our life. What better we have to improve ourselves. Learning all about our strength or weakness point and respect ourselves. So get started focusing where we are the weakness point. Next coming to revised next coming to revise our goals. In our regular life, we should keep some goals, weekly or monthly goals. We should create our path and vision navigation where we want to go in our life. I need to grow my communication. I need to grow public speaker. So I should work on that particular area and follow up on daily basis, improve my confidence level so I can achieve my goals. Next, coming to connect with the old friend or co-worker. So I should plan on monthly once. We can meet with my friend, discuss with the face-to-face about my personal or professional. So we'll get a more idea from other people. So all this we have to add in our regular life in our career. So today I end my speech. Thank you.
Very nice. Awesome.
Awesome.
Very confident.
Ravi.
Hand gesture, everything you were doing. So I can see that your confidence is going to the next level. Good one, Ravi, and great message. I think this book.
Your learning, sharing the training, and the Sindhu as well. You also all showing that the energetic and the enthusiasm.
Awesome. Good one, Sindhu. So you are a good teacher. Some very nice, Ravi. Okay, and so before I moved, I think Ashish also. Sindhu, you are ready?
No, sir, not this week.
Okay. So maybe Ashish, then you can go next.
Okay, sure, Vineet. Yeah. Shall I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Vineet. First of all, happy Teachers' Day to all of you, and welcome to this Personal Growth Club. Generally, we call it Book Club, Personal Growth, or the Mastermind Alliance. So, myself, Ashish, and I have 12 years experience in the IT industry, and I am part of PIM and the book clubs since last 2 years now, almost. And I also joined like you guys have joined for the new people. And I started reading books and eventually speeches, and then I became a coach here and I'm mentoring people here. So all thanks to Vineet. Since I always try to pay the gratitude, but today it's a Teachers' Day. So Vineet has mentored me here in PIM and UPI. So thank you, Vineet, for all the great value addition which you have done to my life. And I also want to thank each and every one of you, all the coaches, all the students, because I think community is one thing where we have a lot of teachers actually, because we get to learn from each and every individual. Obviously, coach always adds value to our life, but when we see the challenges which other people are going through, right, or how they tackle their own challenges, how they overcame their own challenges, right? So that's the point where we start learning from those people as well. So every one of you is a teacher in this community. And if I ask you one question to all of you, like in your life so far, who would you think, like, who was the one teacher whom you have learned a lot? Can you name any one guy or any one person in your life?
Vijay.
Vijay. Okay. Anybody else?
My ex-colleague Ashish.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else?
My college lecturer and now Vijay sir.
That's great. That's great, Harini. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you guys for all the answers. Yeah, I mean, we all have one of the best teachers in our life, right? And who has given you all these teachers, the best teachers? Can you answer that? Any guess? Who has given you that best teacher in your life?
From their teacher.
Your life has given you that teacher, right?
Yes.
So you should be
Right.
thankful to your life also, right? That you got
Yes.
the best teacher, right?
Exactly.
All right. So if you think about your past, right? So far, whatever you have in your school days or in your college days, or be it in your with your peers in the office, right? You learn from all of those, right? Be it, and this time you're learning from your kids also, the people who are married, right? We learn so many new things each and every day from our kids, right? So I think we learn from all of the people who we surround with, right? Whether it be our colleagues, our college friends or school friends, or be it with our parents, right? And our kids now, right? So the thing which I have learned so far from all these experiences, that life always give you one of the best teacher in all the phases of your life. When you start with your childhood days, you get the teachers by default in your schools, or maybe your parents, right? And when you grow up, you get college teachers, right? And when again you go to your office, you get your boss, you get your manager, who again start mentoring you. So all the phases of life, you get one of the best teachers. They always try to add the best value to your life in that particular phase. And the only thing which was missing in my life personally was like this kind of community, because I always think about my school teachers, my college teachers, my parents, and now I'm learning from my kid also. But there was something which was missing, that where I can have the like-minded people, where I can learn from people like you, and at the same time I can also add some value to my own life, right? So I think since today is a Teachers Day, this is the best platform to talk about the teachers, the best teachers which a community can give you. They can give you a dedicated coach, they can give you a dedicated mentor, right? And they give you a lot of other teachers when you become the part of the community, when you become the part of this kind of groups, where you learn from each and everyone and their challenges. So learning is lifelong. Be a part of these kind of communities where you can get so many teachers at the same time, or so many coaches, where every coach, every individual is there to teach you some or the other thing which can add so much value to your life. So I was going through the this biography of Radha Krishna Sarvepalli. I hope you guys know about this guy, right? Today we are celebrating the Teachers Day due to this person, his birthday. And one of the quote he has added, which says that the true teachers are those who help you think for yourself. And I was able to relate to this quote because right now I'm a part of a community where Vineet has mentored me, and gradually I started coaching and mentoring people. And where I found like, okay, I think this is the best quote to relate to my life now at this particular phase, where I have to help, I have to add value to other people's as well, where I can help them to think about themselves, but best they can unleash their potential and go to the next level. So be a part of these communities, guys, and try to go to the next level. Try to unleash your unexplored potential. Thank you. Thank you, Vineet. Thanks, everyone.
Very nice, Ashish.
Yes.
Awesome.
Good one, Ashish. I think it's a great homage to all the teachers. I don't know homage is the right word or not. It's a great, I think, great day to speak on teachers. I think on Teachers Day, you added so many amazing points, and how this community is helping all of us, and it's a great place. I think if you see, many of us criticize the old education system, and probably when I see back, and now since some of us are going through coaching sessions and all that, I think what Ashish covered was probably this gap wherein teachers were only focusing on the. So I think the quote that Ashish started with right? The best teacher. What was that, Ashish? The best teacher is someone
Yeah, the true teachers are those who help you think about yourself.
who help you think about yourself. So the true teachers are not who, make you think about him, right? He makes you think about yourself, right? That's so amazing. I think that was a big gap probably. So I think we are filling that gap. Most of us who are becoming who are part of this community, they are trying to fill that gap, trying to be a person, and that coach can be a person, a good teacher. The coach can be a good parent, it can be a good friend, can be a good coach, of course. Right, amazing. Thank you so much, Ashish, for sharing all that great thoughts. Is there anyone who is prepared, or shall we start with our impromptu again? Take a deep breath,
Vinith, I
everybody.
have not prepared, but I can probably say few,
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
mean, few things,
We have
right? I
time. We
mean,
have time. Go ahead.
we have time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hi, good evening, everyone. This is Sanjeev here.
Good evening.
So, people who know me, I have been part of this great community for last 7-8 months now, and I'm an IT professional. Been there for 25 years, and since it's a teacher's stay, right? I wanted to tell who is my teacher, right? And as Ashish mentioned, life is the greatest teacher actually, and I have been always been inspired by people who have may not be directly teaching me, but indirectly they have taught me a lot actually. Like when I was in school, right? So I was inspired by one of my maths teacher, and that's how I developed my interest in maths, right? When I was in my first job, I was inspired by one of my friend who actually not friend, I would say, he became friend later, but he was my senior, uh, and that actually helped me build interest in technology, and because of him actually I got aspirations to go to US, right? At that time, everybody wants to really, I'm talking about 2000, right? Wanted to live an American dream. And I went there, it stayed there for 10 years. And now, once I come back, right, I was inspired by one of my manager who, and I have spoken about him earlier also. He was a practice head. He inspired me to become a practice head and build practices around Salesforce. So I have become that. Now, if I look at it, I'm at a phase of my life where I kind of give back to the society and see how I can contribute. And that's when I actually got inspired by Vinith, how he has transformed himself in last 2-3 years, right? I know we were together in PSN, and he was a great speaker at that time. I was just still learning how to speak, very nervous all the time. But I I got inspired. I mean, I have improved my public speaking, but I got inspired some time back, around a year back, when I came to know Vinith has become a coach. And to be very frank, maybe and in fact, this thought of becoming a coach was there in my mind for last 2 years. I know it's still a long journey, but I think, Vinith, thank you so much for showing me the path that it's not that difficult, because I have had coach in the past also, right? And I can see the value of a coach actually, right? It makes you uh, be clear what exactly you want, because most of the time we do not know what we want in life. When I went to that coach, I think I'm talking about 6 years back, right? I wanted to become a managing director in Accenture. I was a senior manager at that time, and my only goal was to how do I grow to become a managing director, because I know that once you're a managing director, you get a lot of respect, you get a lot of money, and that's what my aim. And I said, I have some problems, so help me out. After 5 sessions of coaching, I realized that's not my goal. I mean, that's not what excites me, right? What excites me is very, very different, actually. And that realization actually helped me, not only achieve success in a professional life, but having a fulfilling life, actually. After that, I got into this fitness, and I started doing trekking, went to a lot of treks, especially went to Everest Base Camp that I'm very proud of. And really improved as a person, actually, I would say, right? And that is more important than anything else. I think money, I guess I have made enough, I think, and considering that there is no end to it. So money is, of course, is important when it's not there, but after a certain point, money is just a number, right? I mean, so what is more important is the relationship with people, your connects, and your how you're contributing to the society, and how you're growing yourself, how you're learning about yourself. And that's really what I am looking forward to. And once again, thanks to Vinny, thanks to Vijay for creating such a wonderful community, actually, where people like me can actually come and help others as well as get discover our own self. Thanks, Vinny.
Wow, Sanjay, very nice. Very nice. It was sounding like it's a journey where you've already seen so many things, right? Starting from trying to become managing director, and then so everywhere you were at a peak, right? Managing director, then Mount Everest. so good one. I think very inspiring, and I'm sure the way you are evolving as a coach, and Vijay himself will be really proud of you, the way you are helping so many people and impacting so many people. And I'm sure we are equally proud to have you to be part of this association. Thank you for being part of it, Sanjeev, and thank you for being such a nice teacher. Amazing. So let's since Sanjeev has opened this up, anyone else who want to now we'll have another 30-40 minutes. So let's discuss this. I hope there is no prepared speeches, and since we don't have prepared speeches now, let's talk about our teachers. I think take 1 or 2 minutes, I think Ashish already spoke, Sanjeev already spoke, but even if you guys have to add Ashish and Sanjeev at the end, you can add. But others who have already not spoken on this teaching part, teachers part, happy Teachers Day parts. So you can go ahead, and again, another opportunity of impromptu speech. I know everyone is taking deep breath. Again, one more impromptu speech. But it's a good opportunity. Trust me, this is the real speech. Nobody will give you opportunity to prepare. So you are in your friend's marriage, and he will not ask, hey, can you prepare a speech and then deliver a speech? It will be, do you want to? I think marriage is still may or may not be a situation, but farewell parties, right? Your boss asks in your job, so today this so and so guy is going, why don't you speak something? And you go. So generally I was like that. I used to go at the last so that he doesn't ask me to speak. So I think mostly your boss will never give you time, right, to speak and prepare and all that. So this is a good opportunity. Let's practice it. So who want to take this
Yeah, shall I
opportunity?
go, sir?
Yes, Sindhu was already ready. I was unnecessary blabbering.
I'm applying for the 5-second rules.
Very nice. Go ahead. Go ahead, Sindhu.
Okay. So I think people who know me earlier, like Vinit sir, know me well, along with Jyoti knows me well, Ashish, my Sarba, few people knows me how I was earlier. But yes, this is the day I just want to share my personal opinion. What actually, I'm feeling very happy. Like I'm going to talk about my mentor, coach, is my family member. Whatever the stuff is comes in my mind, he's the one when it's only because he added the value in my life. So I think I started this journey 1 year, 4 months back. Before that, wherever I go, I'm getting that insult. I'm keep on getting the insult things only. People never appreciate me ever. Whatever I did, they keep on pinpointing me. You are wrong. You're not correct. This is where you're standing. So this is was that is that is how I was in. Then my experience is completely different. So I start working my communication. I want to improve my skill. Uh, so many things. Even I had so many dreams to be achieve my goals, but nobody is not there me to support for. This is the path you have to select, Sindhu. This is how you have to start your own journey. Never. I haven't get a single person in my include my family member too. Nobody didn't bothered me to guiding at all. So I started researching my own way. I went so many institute, like you guys know, right? Vivekananda Institute, Easy Speaking English. So many institute, like even I gone, I invested money to there, but I haven't get anything. Then I joined later after I joined my current organizations. There also I start digging more. I was keep asking with my manager because I had that mindset like when I'm talking the English only people will give the respect to me. That is how the people taught me in earlier when I worked with the team. So I start digging in my current organization. I just want to improve my skill. Then somewhere I got some other group like Toastmaster. So when I joined the Toastmaster also, what actually I expected, I could not able to, reach that level. So again, the disappointment for me. Somewhere I'm very lucky the day, like in the WhatsApp group only, I got the contact, like our book club forms without thinking much. I didn't think much, guys. So now when I'm forming the team, right? Example, Ravi knows and Jyoti knows, I'm keep telling what is the benefit you will get it from the book club. But I'm the one, I didn't think much. Just I filled the form, I submitted. Within a 1 hour, I got a call from my great, sir, whatever the stuff. He's the one. He called me. He called me and he started explained about on the book club. I was very happy. The moment I speak, I love to talk with the people. This is my nature. So even though I had so many things in my mind, but I'm showing my happy face to the person because I don't want to keep my face in the sad mood. This is my nature. Then I called Vinny sir also very spoke very well, and I enjoyed the moment what we spoke. Then I started join the our book club. The first session only I got impressed. Then I will get that something I'm adding my value in my life. Somewhere I reached the right community. Then the caring and support. Oh my God, I never think. Even my father also didn't bothered about me this much. Vinit sir, Sunanda, Brajit sir, Bijay sir, everyone caring me. The moment I'm thinking I'm alone, I'm never thinking that way. Now I'm thinking I have my own family. If I have anything, these people are there for me to support. So seriously, there is one quote I just want to add. A good teacher teach from the heart. This quote, especially for you, sir. You added the value in my life. Because of you, I'm standing alone and I can win. I can achieve whatever I want. So this is just I want to add. Hope.
Awesome, Sindhu. Very nice. So you are making me emotional now. Very nice. So I think these
Thank
are
you,
the
sir.
moments again, right, which actually help us keep moving forward and all that. And Sindhu is a big inspiration for all of us. I think this is the first time you might have seen her sharing all this story in this open book club. But then we have some coach sessions and all that, internal sessions, and everyone is so much inspired by Sindhu's work ethics. She has own share of challenges. If I go into her story, I'll have to take one session. Everyone will be talking about Sindhu only. So she has so many stories to share and so many challenges she's still going through. But then I think it's her grit, it's her commitment, right? So I think that's what I think. The moment you start finding something, then you will find someone, right? As Sindhu said, she was finding for a community, right? And that's where many people, they want to improve something but they don't do anything for that, right? But Sindhu was not like that. With all the challenges, with that also she wanted to change things. That's where she said she joined so many clubs and finally she found something here in this club, right? And then she over the time she found teacher and everything, right? So all credit to you, Sindhu. I think you are doing great, and you are inspiring so many people. It's not only Jyoti and Ravi. I think there are more than 40-50 people whom Sindhu has impacted through this club, through this community. And I think let's give a good round of applause to Sindhu. Amazing, Sindhu.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So who want to share some more learnings about the teachers, about things that are important on this Teachers' Day? No one want to share? We have still, I think, 2-3 people we can take. You can speak for 2-3 minutes. Anyone want to share how? Just think from the impact perspective. I think the way Sindhu shared the impact, I think that impact is so important, right? So even for me, if I share my experience, same was with me. I was quite successful in my career and maybe I was a good communicator and all that. But then I was feeling that emptiness. I was always having this emptiness that somewhere, whatever potential that I have, I'm not able to work on that potential. I don't know if you have this feeling sometimes. So you might be doing great. People are appreciating you, but you feel, no, I can do much better than this. Right. So I was always in that state. And when I met Vijay, and that's where I think things started changing. It impacted my personal work, personal things, relationship, my profession, and all those things. And now when I meet people like Sanjeev, Sindhu, Ashish, who are Sarba, Vinny, who have become part of my family. So it's more than professional relationship. We have personal relationship, right? And the moment that bonding starts happening, I always say this. So it's not only about, so for example, Sindhu gave example of Toastmasters, right? I'm myself a Toastmaster, so nothing to say anything wrong about it, but generally it's more of a professional connection that happens there. There is hardly any personal connection that happens, right? We try to do that, but it doesn't happen. I don't know, somewhere some gap is there. But here I think this is a place where we all have personal connection, so we all support each other like anything. At all the levels, right? It may be anything that we are looking for. So I think that's what friendship is all about. I think it's more like a friends community. It's more of a community where people are, I think these days, relatives are a bit more abused word than friendships, right? So that's why I said friendship, but we are such close friends, such close community that we all support each other whenever we need each other help. So great. Thank you so much, Indu, for covering that. Anyone else who want to share their learnings, how it is impacting this community, or maybe beyond this community, as Sanjeev shared some good things about his previous bosses and all that, right? So anything that comes to your mind on this Happy Teachers Day, do you want to give, what is the right word? The homage is probably someone who dies, isn't it, Vinny?
Tribute, maybe.
Tribute. So maybe a tribute, right? Do you want to give tribute to any of your teachers on this Teachers Day? Jyoti, you want to? Yeah, go ahead, Sabha. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to say, I mean, I feel that, as Ashish and everyone was saying that life is a teacher, and I believe that, okay, sorry, those who don't know me, I'm Sarbajit. I'm an IT professional with more than 14 years of experience. I joined Peak Impact Mentorship, this Unlimited Potential Inside, I think more than 1 year now. So I've been enjoying so far. So talking about Teachers' Day, so as Ashish and everyone was saying, life is a teacher, and in every stage, I believe that in every stage, I mean, the God or whatever this nature give you that some helping hand in every stage of your life, where someone will be there to teach you, right? Starting from your birth, right? So if I talk about my teacher, so like my father was my inspiration, and what I like about, I mean, what I learned from is two things. One is always be positive. So he's always positive. He never takes stress, and he always very calm and relaxed person, and that is one thing. And every time he tells that okay, you don't take any bad habits. I mean, and that helped me actually in my after engineering career. And don't think that any bad habit should not take over you, right? As like we it could be anything, right? So I mean, आपको कुछ ड्राइव नहीं करना चाहिए. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल someone is habit of smoking or something, right? So smoking should not drive you, right? You should drive and change things, right? So that is these two things. I mean, I feel that he's very positive person, and yeah, that is from early stage. That is one thing. And once I started my job, in that also I get a lot of help from so many people. And I remember one guy, something I named Manish. So he helped me a lot. So and in every company, in every organization, I will not call a particular organization who didn't help me to grow as a person and as a professional, right? So every organization, if you'll ask me to write 2 sentences, I can write what I learned from that particular organization and from who are the people that help me. But in the latest, the current organization where I am working, so I joined at a very architect level. So I found that no one is there to guide me. So somewhere I was like lost, like, okay, what should I do? And even if I was getting a decent package and everything, like somewhere I was not feeling that emptiness, what Vinith sir was saying, that emptiness, right? So I was feeling that emptiness. So then one day Ashish called me, and then we were talking, and then he talked about this growth club, and I was really excited. It felt like I was looking for that, and he called me. Right, so that is how it happened. And after I joined and I started, then he said, you should, I mean, anyway, I was interested on this book club growth, I mean, on books. So when I started showing the interest, because I like growth, I don't want to be in stagnant position. Even if I am getting so much salary, so much appreciation, I don't like stagnancy. I like growth. So I think everyone likes growth. Everyone enjoys that, right? So, but when so Ashish told me that you come regularly, then you can able to talk to Vinith sir also. Then I didn't. Then I thought, okay, let me put more effort, and then I continued that. And I remember So Vinith sir once told me that, okay, you prepare for one go live session. So I think 2 days back or just 1 day back, he told me about one particular book you prepare for that. Then, but I could not say no. So I said, okay, I'll prepare. Then, I mean, something I remember Sindhu was also there in that live session, and something went wrong. We could not join on time. Why I'm saying this, I'll come to the point. That we started late, but the reaction of Vinith sir was completely different. I was expecting something, and I mean, it was a live session. For me, it was like a live session, bada tension wala kaam hai. So then, but it got delayed. But his reaction was completely different, and and I think that is the moment I felt that okay, there are still a lot of things to learn, right? How you react, how you manage situations, how you think, right? How you handle situation, and overall communication, how you deal with your team members. So that is all I'm still learning it. So thank you, Vinit, for all this guidance and throughout. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Very nice. Very nice, Sarbajit. So yeah, Sarbajit is one of our another warrior of coach warrior. So he's also helping many people. And yeah, I think I also remember that incident. So I just remember that it was delayed, but I don't remember how I reacted and all that. But looks like it was not that bad reaction.
No, it was like, I mean, you have not reacted basically.
I didn't react. Okay, good. So I think we all learn from Vijay. With Vijay, we have seen bigger problems, and he is calm in all those problems. So I think when we come from that corporate things, somewhere every small issue becomes a big issue. So you might have done 100 good things. The moment you do one wrong thing, then it becomes it's something that will go till the end of the appraisal, right? Everything was good, but that one thing was wrong.
I mean, somewhere I got irritated because, I mean, Sindhu could not join. Sorry, Sindhu, to say this, but Sindhu could not join on time.
You were irritated.
But you are quite relaxed.
Good, we revealed it today. Huh? Yeah, good one. So nice stories coming out. But yeah, thank you, Sarbajit, for being part of this community. He is also going through his own share of challenges, and we are so happy that we get motivated. Because if I am myself into my challenge, then somewhere I think that's the biggest challenge in the world, right? But when you know that there are people who are close to us and they are also going through, and actually that's a fact. Mostly people are not connected with even 10 families. Since they are not connected with 10 families, all the problems that they see in their family, they think that's the biggest problem. And we are so lucky that we are part of such a big community, and we know each other so closely that if somebody is having some health problem, the other guy is having even bigger health problem, and still he's doing better than me. The third guy is having another share of challenges. Fourth girl is having her own share of challenges, but still she is moving forward. So we all are kind of inspiration for each other. That's where I think that positive community, which Sarbajit has told initially, is so important. Awesome, Sarva. And any now we have around 25 minutes. We'll make it in this way only. I think this is going really good. Everyone is sharing pouring their heart out. Anyone else who want to share their message on this Teachers' Day?
Hi all.
Yeah, Buddha, please go ahead.
So hello all, my name is Udayitya Das. So what I want to say in this perspective, life is a great teacher that everyone mentioned. So for me, I can say ups and downs is there for my life, and every failure was giving me some type of context which gave me the knowledge how to handle that one. And apart from that one, my father, parents, and whoever teachers was there earlier in my school life, also some of my seniors who guide us during my office or work culture or college as well. So those are the good teachers for us and for me as well. But what I can say in this particular perspective, so one sunny day, one of my friend who was earlier attached with this group was informed me, okay, I know you and what you would like to do that one. Just join in this growth club and try understand. So I say, okay, so one funny is summer and March, I joined in this book club and I was listening. So first time I listened, okay, everybody was that time prepared their speech and they have given all the things. Okay, I learned something from them, how they are providing and some books and the context of that one. Then I thought how it will be helpful for me. How that? Okay, so that time I was in my native and there is some turbulence was there as well in terms of my personal life. And so I was like, okay, let me join. So I was continuously joining 1 week, gapping another week or something like that. Later, I was in a continuous join in 4th week, and I understand what is the context and how it is happening. In between, I think one or twice I joined BJ's PIM outside call as well, webinar as well. Actually, right now that is a webinar. So I joined. I understand what is that one, and that create me interest. Then once fine day, Binit called me and he asked my intentions, what actually I want to know and want to do. So there is a quite discussion with him about 15-20 minutes, and after that I say, okay, yes, fine, let go through that, because I like the mindset and I like the approach what is being happening in this particular mentorship program, or I can say this group of people, what they are doing. And gradually, I think this is my 4th month I am doing with the growth club. And I saw for BJ peak mentorship, I think it was 8 sessions I supposed to be completed last yesterday. So these are kind of things I say half or 25% I might aware of those things because it was happening in my life, might be happening in your life as well. So you can relate of the practical exam, whatever is happening. But the rest, whatever we able to understand that how to handle the particular issue or particular situation, I can say that's a great example, and I am thankful to Vinith and Vijay as well. Thank you for providing me the opportunity and to learn. Thank you, Vinith.
Awesome, Buddha. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of this community. So it's now sounding like I've started my appreciation club. So you can actually, guys, you can talk about your teachers as well. So of course, if something has been added by your coach, do share their names. But yeah, anything that comes to your heart, that you can just share it, right? So if it is coming, I'm not saying that you cannot speak about Vijay and me. Of course you can speak, but it's somewhere it feels a bit odd, right, to hear so much of appreciation on one day. So share your teachers, anything that comes to your heart. You don't have to be, it's not only about appreciating your mentor and all. So any teacher that you want to share on this Teachers Day, you want to share any good learning or anything that has impacted you. I'm sure Buddha is sharing and all of you are sharing because it has impacted you, and I'm completely fine, but don't restrict to that only. You can go beyond it. You can talk about your father, you can talk about your any other teachers and everyone. So just to clarify, it's open, right? All right, so anyone else want to share? I think we have we can take a couple of more people. If you want to share your message on Happy Teachers Day, we'll try to create a collage of videos, and then maybe we can share it on because this very good messages are coming out. I think all of you shared amazing messages, starting from Sanjeev, Sindhu, Ashish, Sarbas, and Buddha. I think none of you, has any one of you have prepared, or it's everything is coming from heart? I didn't tell you, right, to prepare or anything.
I didn't prepare.
None of you.
And normally I'm not used to like that. You are aware of that one, actually.
Yeah, so no one has prepared actually, and it's coming from heart. And there are very few situations when this thing happens. So great, good points, Buddha. Anyone else want to share?
Vinith, I would like to share.
Yeah, go ahead, Harini.
Hi everyone, this is Harini from Bangalore. I feel apart from our parents, teachers are the most important part of our life because only they guide us and teach us what has to be done and guide us on the right path always. I've been lucky to have such teachers throughout my life who have guided me and supported me throughout, from school to college, and in my workplace also as my managers. Though I have faced challenges, they've always been there. And now, after being a part of this positive community, I thank Winnie for making me a part of this community. And though I'm facing challenges every day, I should mention that Winnie, Ashish, Vinith, and Vijay sir are pushing me forward to grow in my life and perform better. So I take this opportunity to thank all of you. Happy Teachers Day.
Awesome, Harini. Nice and short and sweet message for all your teachers. Very nice. Good one. Good. Good ones, Vinny and
Ankit wanted to say something, looks like.
Yeah. Ankit, you want to share?
Yes, sir. Sir, I share some point, and I think this point help you all to improve yourself. And this, I think Ravi sir is say set a daily basis goal, weekly and monthly goal. I at some point you all try to make mini goal and teeny habits. Apply teeny habits. Mini goal means uh, and you wake up in morning and you today think uh, today I read 2 pages and this is a mini goal, and today I do this, and this is a mini goal, and you apply teeny habits in your life. Teeny habits means every day I do yoga for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I go to gym for 1.5 hour, and it's it is teeny habit. uh, I think teeny habit is a long term work. You every day invest some minutes, some hour in a particular work. It's a habit, and every day you try to if you think you improve your spoken English, and you try you set your mini teeny habit. Every day I read 5 pages, and I watch English movie, not English movie, short English story. I read, I watch this, and at, and you all try to add involve this point. Point means mini habit and teeny habits and mini goals, and you all try and try in your life, and I think it's improve yourself. It's okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Very nice. Mini habits. Good. All right. Who? Anyone else who want to share their message on Teachers Day?
Vinny sir, I need to share.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm there in the past 5 months in the book club. First credit all goes to Vinny sir as well Sindhu also, because I'm starting my career in the book club. So I explain all this, my where and all I'm struggling in my life, what and all I'm facing problem. All this I explained to Vinny sir as well Sindhu also. I saw the 3-4 video in the Sindhu. Even Sindhu also she completed in the degree all in the Kannada medium only. But the way she is speaking in the English, I'm very approach to me. Even I thought I'm thinking even I completed in the Tamil medium, because all struggling in my career in office or professional, wherever getting all problem I'm getting. For example, in front of you, we speaking someone, we getting fear whether I'm speaking correct or not, or someone we can talk to in the group discussion. We have to get more scared, more fear. So a lot of struggling in the in my career life in the past 15 to 20 years. So one day I saw the that video. So I checked with the Sindhu, what is kind of this book club? What are all they're giving mentoring and coaching? She told that no, this is a book club. Every week we have to speech one subject about front of everyone. She giving some thought and guidelines. After some time, I explain all my problem, everything in Vinitsar also. So told that. Ravi, you understand all this, your problem. So what to do is you have to focusing your goals. Okay, until unless if you're not focusing your goals, you cannot achieving. Even I'm joining after book club also, I struggled 2-3 months. I spoke to Vinny sir. So I'm completing the 8-9 hours in the office work. So I'm not able to complete my book club also. Ravi, this goals you have to keep it to your mind. Otherwise, this not possible to, you complete your fulfillment your dream. So what it is, from day one, they begin standing me, they pushing to me. You have to select this path. You have to create your path. You have to create your vision where you want to go. This all creating the path as a Vinit sir as well. Sindhu also they giving motivation, the all things. So I'm very proud of I'm there in the book club. So very thankful for Vinit sir as well, Sindhu also. Thanks to everyone.
Awesome, Ravi. Again, unprepared speech. Good one, Ravi. And yeah, I think we are proud that you are again, I'm sure you're going to become a big inspiration for so many people. I think we all have influence of at least 1 billion people, right? 2,000 people across you, you will see that you can actually make impact on so many people, right? So I'm sure you're going to inspire many people. Somewhere I think people connect English with status and all that, but that's not the moment your confidence comes, you can do anything. Children, why I think the one of the reason why children pick any language so quickly, because they're very confident. Nobody has given them negative feelings till that time, right? Till the time we mature, then all that negativity comes. You can't do that, and then language becomes a status symbol and all that. Otherwise, I don't think there is any difference between all of us. I think we all are same. uh, just about putting some time on ourselves, and we can move to any place that we want to. So good one, Ravi. Thank you so much for being part of this. Okay, I think has anyone? I think Vinny, you have not spoken, huh? Vinny and Jyoti looks like two people have not spoken. And maybe before Vinny and Jyoti, let's ask our guests also if they want to say anything. Guest, how many guests who has joined for the first time? I think Ruthi has joined for the first time. Sabuj, you also have joined for the first time in the book club. You have joined, but like
No, I joined,
you joined
last month.
Okay, only once, right?
Yeah, 1 and 2. Yeah.
Okay, all right, no worries. So, Ruthi, maybe just share your maybe who has invited you, since everyone is here, and your profession, and if you have any message on Teachers' Day, you can share that as well.
Hi, Vinit. Yeah. Myself, Ruddhi Biswal. So I'm basically from Odisha and Bhubaneswar. And I'm an IT professional from last 11 years. I'm working in the IT field. So yeah, I have been invited by Ashish for this forum. And on this Teachers' Day, yeah, I just have a small message that yeah, everybody needs a teacher to actually reach the goal in some way or other. So we get to learn in every step. We get to learn from every person whom we discuss or we interact. So that should be we should be receptive in our own way, so that we try to learn something from others. So that should be our character or attitude towards it may be a small person, maybe a child also, we get to learn a lot of things, maybe from our superior boss. So that should be our attitude towards looking, or towards we should inculcate those uh, things in us. So that leads us to be a better human and to reach our goal in a faster way, so that we get to know that if we have a means, as in Indian thing, we have this guru. Everybody needs a guru to achieve their goals. So that small thing I just want to say on this Teachers' Day.
Awesome, Ruthi. Great message. Thank you so much. And I'm sure we would like to, all of us would like to hear more from you. Work with Ashish, and maybe next time you can prepare a speech as well. Even in the impromptu speech, you were so well. So good.
Thank you.
Welcome, Ruthi.
Thank you, Ashish.
All right. Maybe I think, I don't know, Sabuj, if everybody knows you other than me and Bhuta, why don't you also go ahead and introduce yourself so that everyone knows you?
Yeah, so I am Sobis. So I am from also IT professional. I am from Kolkata. and I have around 11 years of IT experience. And apart from that, I like to like photography, and as well as I also love to trekking that spot, and that is also my passion on things. And apart from that, nothing too special to me. I just came here to inform myself as a leadership and other skill. So I also like to read the book, so I get a lot of interest to read book and to join this
Awesome.
community. Yeah. Thanks.
Very nice, Abu. Good to have you. And yeah, me and Sabuj are connected almost since couple of months. I think at same time when Buddha connected, but I think Sabuj was a bit busy and
Yeah,
he has
so
come back.
I have some medical treatment, so that's why
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. No worries. So we'll hear more from you from next week. And I think now we have already covered everyone. Yeah. So maybe Jyoti, you want to share something, and then we'll bring Vinny at the end. Jyoti, you want to share anything on any message that you want to share?
Yeah, Minit. I don't remember any teachers who helped me to grow, but I can say books are great teachers. They will teach you so many things. So when I was like, I have kind of like shy fear and all. Even now also it's there. So earlier it's been like I always write my goals, what I want to be. But for the so many years I'm writing the same goals, but I'm not achieving it. Just keep on writing this again. When I go back and see in my books, 10 years back I wrote the same goals even now also. So I was like struggling how to improve, how to come out of the comfort zone. So I was like, what you can say is like you're working hard to reach your goal, but without any direction. You don't know the direction, you're just blindly going. So that's what I was doing. So when I was like trying everything, and I like reading books. So what I do is like I read only normal like story books, novels, those kind of books I was like reading. So I didn't know anything about this personal development, personal growth books. So when I met Sindhu, then she told me about this club, growth club. So after joining only, I came to know like this, we can read even good books are there to improve ourselves. So after reading, then I started reading. Now I read last one book, that 5 a.m. Club, that is by Robin Sharma. So after reading book, like from the next day onwards, once I completed that book, next day onwards, exactly 5 o'clock, I'll get up. After getting like at least 3 hours, I'll have my for me. So I can do walking, I can do some meditation, I can read some books. So beginning of the day, first 3 hours is only for me. So I started doing that, so I can see changes in me, and I have a lot of time also for myself. So I feel like books are very great. Like it will teach you so many things. That's all I can see as of now.
Amazing, Jyoti. Very nice. And yeah, I think even in childhood, everyone used to say that books are friends, and I never used to understand. You know why books are friends and why they are good mentors and guides? Anyone? There's a one. There are so many reasons, but one very interesting reason why they are our good friends.
They
Any
don't
thoughts?
reply.
Huh?
They don't.
Exactly.
They don't reply.
It will never hurt you. Right? When someone is there, a human, you will feel that even if he's good and all that, sometimes he can hurt you. He may not be intentionally, but books, they can sometimes give you a very hard message, very hard message. No one can dare you to give that message, but still it will not hurt you because it doesn't have that emotion, right? It is just giving you that, and you have to somewhere, it helps you self-discover. I think it is actually one of the big coach, right? Who doesn't have any thoughts, no baggages. It will just say you something, and you have to take it in your own way. So that I think Vijay was saying this in one of the session, and that's why I realized why books are actually really good friends, because good friends will never judge you, right? So books will never judge you in whatever situation you are. They will never judge you. They'll understand this. They will not try to understand. They'll just discuss with you, and they'll go with what you said, right? So isn't it a good definition of friends, right? The good friends are always right. They'll never judge you, right? So in whatever situation you are. So I think that's where thank you for giving that great example. And 5 a.m., I think you can do a workshop on that 5 a.m. Even I have not accomplished that goal. I'm still waking up at 6:30, but I have read that book. and it was an amazing book by Robin Sharma. I'm a follower of him, so I read almost all his books. But Jyoti, yeah, that on a serious note, you can do a workshop sometime, right, on 5 a.m. and we all can attend. The way it has benefited you, you are able to take 3 hours time and all that. Good one. So over to you, Vinny. I think the last one is in store for you.
Thank you. Actually, you wouldn't believe, like, this afternoon while I was thinking to join the book club, and I was like, today I am going to speak at the last. And that's exactly how things have just panned out. And I was like, just waiting, I'll speak now. But then somehow somebody always spoke before me, and happy to be speaking in the end. Okay, good evening, everyone. A long time I have met all of you. Hi to everybody. This is Vinny here. I stay in Bangalore, IT professional for over a decade now. Listening to everyone's thoughts today, right? Like, I pretty much resonate everything, especially like when everybody says, like, at each phase of a life, somebody teaches us a lesson. If nobody's teaching, life is always there to give you that, that missing component, right? And something, listening to everyone's talks, I somehow went back 14, 15 years of my life, like when I was just out of college, like, that adrenaline rush was always there, like, I'm going to enter the IT industry and I'm going to do something big. And I am there to like set a, benchmark, a landmark for my own self. I started my journey and I started watching these CEOs that I'm okay. We did never call them C-level execs. We just call them like the super boss or the big boss, right? I used to wonder, like, what is about those people that makes them get there, right? Like, because I also want to get there, but what is that takes to get there? I never had, I mean, probably our generation, in my family, at least our generation is the one of the engineers, right? Otherwise, everyone was into a government job or working in a bank. So what it was to know working or being associated with these top level people was out of the league for someone like me. And I used to like, okay, fine, through the career ups and downs, every time it was a down, the up rarely came, and whenever it came, crashing down was even more easier. I was still left intrigued, like, what do I do to make myself so capable that path opens up for me? And after almost 10, 12, 13 years of working, PIM opens the door for that one answer of mine. Like, it was unbelievable to be associated with such great people, like starting with Vijay, Vineet, Ashish. I mean, like, these guys have taught me the biggest lessons of my life in such a wonderful manner. Like, they've made me come to realize, like, life is not full of illusions. The world that I was living in, there has always been a reality check, and imposed that reality check was never harsh or something that would make me feel miserable about myself. But then it came up with such, like, such an expressive way of making me realize, like, look, this is what things are. And I would say, like, PIM and everybody associated with it has been the biggest teacher for me in the last 1.5 to 2 years. And what the best thing PIM offers is, like, they do give you lessons for life, but they also give you a cheat sheet, right? So, when this situation is coming up, you really know what needs to be done and how you could handle to avoid the same mistakes that you've been doing unknowingly. So, yes, it's been wonderful being associated with this community, with each of you, like, inspire. Maybe I don't know you personally, but yes, like, seeing each one grow in their own ways has been so inspiring. And I think sometimes inspiration is also a great teacher. That's how I take it as. And I have no words to say how thrilled and excited I am, first to be speaking last, and yes, to be ending this wonderful session as well. Thank you so much. Thank you, each and every one.
Awesome, very, very nice. So I'm thinking in next time, say we'll have keynote by Vinny only. Such a nice keynote message without preparation. Awesome, man. So very nice, Vinny. It was, and I think all the words, all the messages were so nice, coming from heart, and everything was great. Awesome. Thank you so much. I think we are already on time, 5:32. I can see on my clock. Any last message? I'm so happy that keynote and everything has happened and it was well ended. And I think everything went so well, right? From the speeches, and I think making it dynamic and still thoughtful and heartful is not easy, right? So everything was really good. All of you spoke from the heart, and I hope all of us will reflect, from each other's experiences. It is so important. I think sometimes wherever we are in that space, we tend to we transform ourselves. We think that we have transformed ourselves. Right? The moment we go into other space, suddenly everything is washed away. Right. So it's so important to reflect on all the amazing learnings from everyone. Right. And I hope I'm not missing anyone. Everyone has spoken, right? Do help me if I've missed anyone. I think everyone has spoken. So so do reflect and share your learnings. If you have gotten any learning, maybe on Facebook or on the WhatsApp, on Telegram, whatever thoughts you have, or any suggestions you have, anything that you think we should change or add or remove, do let us know. I think it's important to to have more speeches from next on. Try to work on a speeches as well, so that we have 3-4 speeches. I think the growth will happen in the preparation, not on the, trust me, the way you are speaking here without preparation, you will keep on speaking for next 10 years. There will be hardly any growth. You might be, one guy might be wondering the other guy is better, the third girl is better, the fourth guy is better, right? But competition is not, Ashish is not competing with Vinny or Sarba or anyone, right? Ashish is competing with Ashish 1.0 with 2.0, right? Ashish is competing from 2.0 to 3.0, right? So we all are competing with ourselves, right? And if we have to go to next level, we have to work lots on the preparation. And preparation happens only when we start preparing on things, right? And of course, impromptu is there, right? But impromptu, we can keep on doing impromptu in between, but let's start working on the prepared speeches also. I think that's where the real growth, I think most of us who have grown somewhere, we have been in public speaking, we have done that, and now that's where I think it's easier for us, impromptu and all. So don't miss that. When I say easier for this, for maybe I might be a okay speaker, but I'm not a Tony Robbins, I'm not a John Maxwell, right? If I have to be there, then I have to work so much on the public speaking. Winnie might be good in her speaking, right? But if she has to become somewhere else, then she has to work a lot, all of us, right? So so let's compete with ourselves and start working on prepared speeches. From next time there should be competition, right? 5 speakers, 10 speakers, right? And then we'll choose some of them again, and start using Facebook also, right? We can actually, we used to share our speeches there. It's not for us, I think you all are veterans now, you all have been there for some time. I was not aware, Buddha, you also spent 4 months now. So time is passing so fast, right? So now it's our duty to help others. And how can we help? Be active, right? Keep sharing your learnings and thoughts. Whatever you have learned from the book, share the screenshot, share some 2-3 lines of speeches if you can do on the Facebook. I think that's a closed group, right? Members group also we have created where you have 20-30 people are there. If you're not comfortable, use that platform, right, for members group. Otherwise, we have larger one, public, where 700-800 people are there. Now we have even larger peak impact mentorship, right, where 3,000-4,000 people are there, and becoming has 10,000-15,000 people. So wherever you are comfortable, start doing. I think most of the improvement will happen on that practice only, right? Trust me, when you are on the stage, it's just about your fears and those things. Nothing else happens there. But if you prepare behind, everything happens behind the stage. If you are preparing there, then you will be comfortable here also. Can we do that? I think that is one request from all of you. Let's start working on the prepared speeches and bring more speeches so that we can have more structure to it, right? And more, I think you'll set examples for others. That's so important. Right? I know we all are leaders. We all can speak impromptu now, but there are many people who will get scared that these guys are speaking so well impromptu as well, right? How will I speak like that? So for that, we have to set an example, preparation, and then delivery. Does that make sense? Right? So as a coach, of course, you should do it. If you're not a coach, then take your coach help and see how you can also be part of the journey, right? You don't have to be coach. You want to grow in your career, you want to grow in your anything that you are pursuing, but take your help from coach so that he can guide you. Not everyone is trying to become coach here. Everyone has their own aspirations. Coaches are helping people to connect to their aspirations, right? That was the only message that I wanted to give. That was my keynote. Thank you so much for being part of this amazing session today. And yeah, enjoy your remaining Sunday and have some Monday blues tomorrow. All right. Anyone want to share any last line? All are good. All right. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Vineet.
Bye.
Thanks everyone.